Students, listeners all over the world, for our today commerce online class, we shall be discussing about division of commerce. Commerce may be defined as the economic activities of production, distribution, exchange and consumption of goods and services. I have portrayed this in my previous online class, where I was privileged to discuss about the introduction to commerce, the function, the features of commerce. Is that taken? Now, here we are at the divisions of commerce. Commerce is broadly divided into two major parts. Number one is trade, number two is aid to trade. Number one is trade, number two is aid to trade. Now, I would like to take up to number one, which is trade. Now, what do we mean by trade? Trade as a concept in commerce may be defined as the economic activities of buying and selling of goods and services. That is our trade. Let me take that again. Trade may be defined as the economic activities of buying and selling of goods and services. And don't forget, from our 10 principles of economics propagated by Gregor Mankiw, he proposed that it is trade that can make everyone better off. So the level of a country's economy can actually be justified or can actually be assessed through the level of their trade. And what can mediate trade? It is the level of investment or industry. So, like I said, that trade may be defined as the economic activities of buying and selling of goods and services. So that is trade. So we now move to the significance or importance of trade. We have a lot of contributions or importance or significance of trade, but I will just share with us just three. Number one is that trade can make everyone better off. So that is number one, importance or significance of trade. Through trade as an economic activities, everyone can be better off. Both those that fall at the range of the upper class, the middle class and the lower class as a standard of living, they can be better off through trade. Is that taken? So number two is that trade encourages employment opportunities. Yes, the word employment has been discussed in my previous class as the status of having job, right? So trade encourages employment opportunities. So number three is that trade generates revenue for governments. Yes, that has been the essence of indirect tax that are being imposed by the government on goods and services. Is that taken? So that has been broadly discussed in my previous online class when I discussed about the concept of taxation, where we have two types of taxation, the direct tax and the indirect tax. So another advantage or contribution of trade is that trade enhances technology. The essence of production is sales, is marketing. Is that taken? So when you produce your goods and services, you will be open for marketing, and that can occur through the activities of trade. People will buy and sell. Example, the activities of the middlemen, the wholesaler and the retailer. Is that taken? So, and we also have a lot of significance, is that taken, of trade. So we now proceed to types of trade. Majorly, we have two major types of trade. Number one is home trade. Number two is foreign trade. Now, what do we mean by home trade? Home trade may be defined as trade activities that are being exacerbated within the country, right? Trade activities that are being done or carried out within the country is called home trade. Is that taken? So, and our home trade by future or characteristics of home trade, there is a single currency, yes, that are being used in home trade. Number two, home trade does not have language barriers. Yes. Example, you trade in Nigeria, you also understand English, you can trade anywhere or at any part of this country. So we have a lot of features of home trade. So home trade are broadly divided into two divisions, where we have our retailing and our wholesaling. So those are two divisions of home trade. So we now proceed to the second aspect of the divisions of trade. where we have our foreign trade. You see, foreign trade, the basis of foreign trade is comparative advantage that was being championed by David Ricardo of 1814. So the lapses that a country has is what brings about international trade, because no country can have it all. There are some resources that you find in Nigeria while you won't find them in other clans or in other places of the world. So international trade may be defined as the trade activities that occur between two or more countries. Or you may say that international trade may be defined as the trade activities or exercise across a country boundary. Is that taken? So that is international trade. So, and our international trade are being categorized into three, where we have our importation, that is the activities of importing goods and services from other places of the world into Nigeria, and we also have exportation, the activities of exporting commodities away from Nigeria to other places of the world, and we also have entrepot, that is the activities or the process of exporting commodities to other places of the world for the purpose of re-importing, that is entrepot. Is that taken? So those are categories of foreign trade. So we also have two major types of foreign trade, where we have number one, the bilateral trade. This is a trade function between just two countries. Nigeria and Ghana are exacerbating trade. Nigeria and USA are exacerbating trade. It is called bilateral trade. So, and we also have multilateral trade. These are trade activities that have been exacerbated by three countries at a time. Nigeria, Ghana, India. They are performing trade. That is called multilateral trade. There is international trade activities that involve three or more countries at a time. It is called international trade. So that is that. So we now proceed to importance or contributions of international trade. We have a lot of advantages of international trade. Number one, it improves a nation's wealth. Yes, when a country indulge in the exportation and importation of goods and services, their wealth will be increased. And number two is that it also improves a country's GDP, gross domestic product. So number three is that it encourages investment. Yes, that is another advantage of international trade. So we now move to barriers or problems of international trade. We have a lot, but to mention a few, number one is language barrier. Yes, that may be constraint in terms of language or languages. Number two is currency problem or differences. Yes, you know, especially when Nigeria is trading with Ghana, you know, that should be Naira and cedis. You know, you will need to exchange. So we also have language barrier. Yes, there is the language that has been speaking in Nigeria is different from the language that has been speaking in other places of the world where we are exacerbating our international trade functions. So we also have barriers in terms of measurements. Yes, measurement is also a barrier in international trade. Is that taken? So that is that. So we have a lot of problems or obstacles of international trade. So this concept, international trade, I will like to lay emphasis on it by the time I'm discussing about international trade as a theory of international trade in my economics class, in my next online economic class. But here we are at commerce class, so there is a limit to how I can discuss about international trade for us. So I would like to stop here. For questions, observations, and comments, feel free to connect me via my Gmail, juliusoluwashim78@gmail.com. So I remain your educator Julius Oluwashim. I do appreciate your listening. Yes, thanks a lot. I appreciate. Thank you.